Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's crack? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, my new store manager pissed me off, guys. Oh my goodness. Ugh. 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 Okay, guys, so before we start doing little bitty rotational lights, I might be here for 31 minutes, maybe even longer. But I have my stove light on and my kitchen light on for rotational lights. Is still, the sun is setting. But guys, people. If y'all haven't seen my video on my store manager got booted, go watch that because you might be a little lost. So recently we got a new store manager, guys, and I didn't know if it was a his or her at all. I was thinking it was a female, and I'm over here like, I don't really want to work with females. I'm sick and tired of, if I have to work with a female, I'm gonna go crazy. We're gonna go ham. We're gonna butt heads because that's the way, females and me, we butt heads, bro. It was going good in the beginning. It was going good. All night I really couldn't sleep because I knew that we're gonna have new changes, and I actually made a live stream about new changes just a couple of days ago, that we're going to get new changes at my job, and I'm just not ready for these new changes and stuff. When I'm telling you, I have went through jobs and jobs and jobs and jobs all the time. I know how management is, and I know how management just constantly keeps turning over and over and over. And oh, by the way, hold on, let me see. I put this, get some speakerness. So I know how management system is, and I know how it runs. And some people, they can run it. Some people can't. Some people can please other workers, and some people can't please other workers. Now, every time I see this happening, every time I see a new management system, first, I know everybody wants to quit. Because we all know that we hate change. We all know this, guys. We all know this. I know this. I hate it myself in every single thing. I hate new change in coworkers. I hate new change in work environments. I hate new change in meeting new people. Hello, Huey. Miss. Yes, I am. I am pissed. I will say what he said, or later in the video. I might, well, yeah, I was gonna make it 31 minutes, but I'll make it a little bit longer. But dude, when I tell you, bro. Oof. First of all, these kids are playing ball, and I gotta watch them. Why are there so many kids out right now? I gotta make sure that they don't touch the car or whatnot. They're around. Okay, so let me get some more drink in me. So I knew there was gonna be change, and I was like, I was trying to figure out if I could cope with change. And there's times that it depends how the change is going to be and their motive of change. That it all depends on their, I guess, personality and whatnot. They asked should be in school. I know, right? It's freaking 8 o'clock right now, and they should be in school 8 o'clock p.m. I mean, that's just the kids. They're just playing ball, which I don't like. I don't agree playing ball. And I said this in my live stream a long time ago. Okay, now I just have my kitchen light on right now. So this guy, I didn't know it was a guy until they kind of like, well, let's say yesterday me and my grandma traveled somewhere, and I saw two cars that were just standing by. I saw an Audi and I saw a Ford Fusion. And so I'm like, more likely it's the Audi that's new, that must be the manager. And so I'm all like, okay, it could be a female or a male. I still don't know. I didn't ask. Until today is when I got in, and I didn't know who it was. I was just gonna do my thing. I literally had to grab my Monster. I was gonna chug 2 Monsters because the amount of anxiety I had was a lot. I had so much anxiety, and I'm all like, no, I'm not ready to start over. I'm not ready to do all this. So I got in. I went to the bathroom and did my dues. I usually go to the bathroom when I clock in. When I don't clock in yet, I go to the bathroom and then chill out for a while, and then come to work. Clocked in, and I noticed it was a guy. This guy, let me see. This guy. Oh, this guy. So it's kind of mixed emotions, because sometimes you do feel that way when it becomes a business person. And remember, I did make a live stream about business people and how they should look and why we putting the label on them. And this guy straight up looked like a business person. Straight up looked like a business person. Like, I feel like he's in the wrong field. I just said yesterday too about I feel like I'm in the wrong field. I feel like he's in the wrong field, okay? This guy is fancy dancy, clean cut, and looks very professional. It doesn't look like he'll get his hands dirty. And to me, he kind of seems a little off, a little gay maybe. He could be gay. We don't know yet. But jeez, guys, I usually come to work, and either if there's a line, I'll help the line out. If there's no line, I'll count my registers. So that's what we're supposed to do. As soon as we come in, we count the registers. So I was counting one register, and he just said, "Oh, hi, I'm blah blah blah," and I was like, "Okay." So I'm still counting my registers, and I'm like, "Okay, well." He has that demeanor of, basically, he's not aggressive in his words. He's more sophisticated in his words, which could lead to problems. That's all I'm going to say. It can lead to lots of problems. So after quite some time, after I got through with one register, he says, come here, I want to speak to you over here. Now remember, guys, it's all about your demeanor and how you speak to a person. He's not supposed to say, come here, let me speak to you over here. As soon as he said that, I was like, bad start. Bad start. This is not how you do things. And I just said, bad start. So, let me refill my cup. Give me a sec, guys. And he pulled me to the side because he wanted to go over the cells, these cells. First he says that the cells were down for last week and down this week, and all these other times the cells were down. The cells are down. Let me just say it again. The cells were down. The retail sales were down. Guys, people of the city, get over here right now. Let me explain to you guys. By the way, I have my kitchen light on and the disco lights on. Let me explain to you guys. When I tell you I'm not all about the business in that term. I was in my last job and they were just talking about sales. Their mind base was all sales. And yeah, you may ask, if without the sales, you won't have the hours and stuff like that. But there is a limit, guys, where you can just stop talking about sales and start talking about what in reality you are here for. Dude. When I tell you I'm into sales, but not that much. I know that we have a goal into sales, but I'm not going to look at every single hour on how we're doing in sales. I'm going to let hours pass until I figure out the sales. So he was talking about sales, and then I said, oh, okay, they don't print this. My old manager never printed this. And so I'm like, okay, well, yeah, she never printed this stuff. She just told us about it. She never said that we're down on sales. She never really, I'm not going to say she didn't care about all that. Well, it was like a care and not care at the same time because, she was on the verge. But at the same time, she didn't worry us about that stuff. Because I feel like if you worry about the sales so much, it gets to your head. It literally gets to your head. Something's in my eye. Hold on, give me a sec, guys. So I'm into sales, but not that much. Okay, I know that the sales is what keeps my hours going, but not into that much. He then talked about tardiness. He said these people, are tardy, and this how many points they had, and I didn't even know how many people were on the list of exceeding the point system. That they should have. Look at it, it's pink. That they should have been fired a long time ago because they've been tardy so many times. Now attendance on my half was okay. He said that I only had 2.5, which makes sense because I didn't look at the schedule. I didn't show up on time 2 times because I was running late, and I didn't even know I was working that day. Like, I even have that on live stream that I thought I was off. And he was talking about that. Then he grabbed another piece of paper, and then he said, this is what you are at on, let's just say, sell things to customers that are in a bundle. Sell things to customers that are in a bundle, sell things to get the job done right, in other words. And when you sell things to get stuff right, it's a point for you, and you get a point. I don't know how many points because I don't know. But I know that counts towards that percentage. And the more your percentage up, the more customer counts you have. That's why I actually made a live stream about that. Less is more at my job, I guess, because the less people I check in, the more I'm at my percentage up. And that's why I'm like, I see that he's aiming for that. Like, I was on the third streak. Hold on, wait a second. Yeah, I just have disco lights on. I think on the fourth. I told him, I said, I like to try to stay around three or four range. And that's just me. And he doesn't know my little secret. My little secret is self-checkout. If the customer does not pay in cash, I can use my self-checkout. That is my little secret, because less is more, guys. Less is more. And if I check out a customer, they'll be like, okay, you checked out. And again, it just goes to my other job. My old job. Same was, you had so many car counts. I was in my old job, I was checking in customers left and right. Bam, 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 bam. Because I thought I want to get them in and then get them out. In and out, in and out, in and out. But in reality, in the business quotation term, in reality, they want you to meet the quota of $500 per customer. So they said that, why did you see 75 customers today and you didn't sell anything at all to them? And it just continues. The circle continues. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we're running like that. So instead of my car count, which that's my old job, it's customer count. Now I see the flow. Now how many customers you check out is how many goals you have to be. That's why when you go to like different types of area, they ask you about stuff. They say, hey, would you like to, get this product? I have it on sale. And they're like, they get quoted for that. That's why they're promoting that. The more you promote, the more they see you and be like, okay, well, he's a promoter. So then I was like, okay, he keeps talking. And then he asked me, he says, what are your struggles of this job? And what do you see that you're struggling? And I said, me or as a team? Because I want to face it like the team. Because that's what we are. We're supposed to be a team, not individual. We're supposed to be a team. So that's why I quoted, I said, me, personally me, or the team? He then was like, both. I said, okay, me. First things first is the Spanish people. And I explained and I elaborated for like 15 minutes or so. And I told him the same thing I said on live stream about how these Spanish people they sometimes you can help them, but you can only help them so much. Sometimes they need around and be like, I need someone to speak Spanish now, and very demanding. And just sometimes they don't want nothing to do with you because you don't speak Spanish. And then I kept telling him that. And then I said, as far as the team, I feel like things don't get done. People leave, things unfinished. They're doing a plano, they leave it unfinished. They're doing this, they leave it unfinished. They're doing totes and stuff, they leave it unfinished. And then he's like, okay, well, so how can we fix what you're struggling? So my struggle is the Spanish people. I try my hardest to satisfy them no matter what. They try to walk away, and I said, no, come here. We're going to talk right here. I put it in translate. We're going to talk. We are going to talk. What you come here for? I was going to say my company's name. Good thing I didn't say it right there. But I asked him, I said, why are you here for? Come on, speak to me so we can negotiate. We can sell the product. I could sell you the product. All you gotta do is point. All right, guys, I got my dining room light on and my disco lights. I'm gonna refill my cup. So then I said, I tried every scenario. He says, well, how can we fix this problem? I said, there's no fixing. We already tried every scenario. I said, because the Spanish people that are working here, they don't want to help these customers. And he's like, what do you mean they don't want to help? Well, first of all, I used to call out a Spanish speaking associate, and nobody come to test. And what they'll do is translate and then they'll walk off. And that's it. But they feel the need, and I even said this, well, the beginning, I said this in my live stream. If they feel comfortable speaking to a Spanish-speaking associate, not with me, let them. And I was more aggressive towards that. I was like, okay, let's just give it to you, you know. But then the Spanish-speaking associate fires back and says, no, you help him. He wants struts. He wants this. And so they still want to continue because they probably have other problems, but they can't continue because they can't speak English. And I've always been telling them, I said, look, oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Deja vu. Somebody's going to come in here right now. Somebody that I haven't seen in a while. Cap me on that if anything. But, you know, I constantly, you know, go over the fact that happened, and I told him this scenario happened, and he says, what can we do to fix it? And then I told him, I don't know, you tell me, what can we do to fix this Spanish speaking people? He was like, shrugs his shoulders like, well, me and you are on the same boat, because I don't speak Spanish either. I said, we're on the same boat. But I can understand Spanish. And then I tell them that I can understand Spanish. He said, oh, you can understand? I said, yeah. But then they don't want to talk to you still. So where are you going to go from that? And then I just left him clueless. And then he was just like, well, we can work on other things. And then he kind of got distracted on his phone because somebody called him. I was like, okay, well, there you go. You see? He thinks he's a problem solver. He thinks that we can find this struggle. They ain't gonna find no struggle. We're gonna find a solution. Ooh, tomorrow too, guys. Tomorrow too. I'm gonna have a 12-hour shift, and I'll probably have a 12-hour shift with this guy. Ooh. Okay, so then after that, he started talking about that, and then we kind of like, wait, you don't speak Spanish? No, of course I don't speak Spanish. And I made a whole freaking, well, actually I didn't make a live stream because I knew it was going to demonetize, but every now and then you'll hear on my freaking videos that how I'm so aggravated at work because you speak Spanish, and it's just so freaking annoying. It's so freaking annoying. So then, I don't even know how we ended the conversation, and I said, okay. And I started, helping a customer. Oh yeah, he was like, oh, you want to help this customer right here? Like, just because you're a store manager doesn't mean I have to literally help him all the time. You saw the customer, right? You can help him. Instead, he's like pushed. Oh, you want to help this customer? And I'm like, oh lordy. Here's another red flag, because he's there. These types of people are all about customer service. And then when it comes to customer service and you're in the line and you're behind them, they look at you like, oh, he's not busy. Go, hey, can you help him? Can you help him real quick? Or, hey, she needs this. It's like, Dude, just because you're a store manager doesn't mean that you don't have to do ish. And then once there was one time that we just tried to pick up the phone, and I'm a person that picks up the phone, guys. I'm not a person that picks it up over speaker. I'll pick up the phone physically, pick up the phone, because when I put it on speaker, there's a lag, and it's like I'm looking for, and it's like I'm sorry, sir, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't hear you. Instead, you got the phone in your ear, and you know that you look busy. Guys, I can't. Man. Oh man, I literally I have to work in the morning, but I feel like getting drunk as AF. It's like, when did I get this freaking shift? I just got my dining room light on. So then time goes on, and he kind of tries to analyze me and watch me. I have a station. We have like one, two, three, four, about four or five computers. And there's one close to the door, which I really like now. I didn't like it in the beginning, but I like it now because he's that type that will eavesdrop your conversation and see what you're doing wrong. And I'm okay with that every once in a while, but I've been scammed all my life, guys. I've worked my entire I worked since I was a teenager, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, you worked as a teenager?" Yeah, I worked when I was 7 years old. We get that, and we all get that. But I'm talking about customer service. I've been working for customer service for a long time. That's why I already said it too. I'm fed up with customer service. I can't with customer service. Nosy ass person. Exactly, but the thing is, that's how they key in. I'm an analyzer. When I'm a manager, I'm a manager now, but not the store manager. I didn't say anything to anybody. I analyzed. Obviously, he doesn't know how to analyze. He doesn't know how to jump to conclusions. Well, you didn't give the customer service this. You didn't give the customer service that. You didn't say this. You should have said this. You should have said that. I'm like, nope. Micromanaging, guys, is a no-no for me, and I will get my attorney on this. He had said one thing, and we'll get to that later because I'm not there yet. And it happened at the end, and it happened at the freaking end too. Oof. Whew, man, I was hot. I was freaking hot. So then time goes on, and the incident with the foam, I feel like he's like, oh, I picked it up first and y'all too slow or whatever. And it's like, bro, chill out. You're a manager, you're a store manager, you should be analyzing before you start jumping. That's in my preference. I should make another video about that. I think I already did. I think I made a video last season about that. And I'm all like, So I've been working on totes and stuff. I've been trying to put back stuff because I even told him, I said, look, I came from a hub location to myself, and I wanted to do everything. The heck are these dogs doing? I would have started throwing stuff. Oh man, I was ready to throw stuff. And these people with this dog. I know what dog that is too. I made a live stream about that. That stupid dog. Okay, so oh my god. So yeah, so after time went on, he went to lunch, and I didn't even know he went to lunch. And by the way, guys, he has his own little music box in the end, because I was wondering where that music come from, because at my job it's like dead silence, and we have a little radio that we put it on like radio stations. We put it on random radio stations. Now, the reason why we put it on random radio stations is because, yeah, we want to listen to music, and it's just random music. This guy, this guy, this guy. As soon as I heard the music, by the way, because I have my dining room light on and one of my showroom lights, this guy had music that literally sounded like it was coming from Sephora. Now, when I'm talking about Sephora, maybe some people don't know what Sephora is, but Sephora is a brand, and they're usually in the mall, and they sell nothing but women makeup. And when you go in there, you hear and it's like, that's all I can hear is like, work it, girl, and work it, girl. Gay kind of music, but like gay girl Sephora music. That's exactly what just came to my head. Like, man, what is this Sephora music over here? Like, are we in a mall? Are we in Sephora? Like, are we selling makeup, or are we selling car parts? That's my question. Are we selling makeup? Oh my God, that should be your freaking live stream right there. Are we selling makeup, or are we selling car parts? I would cringe the cowardly dog barking. No, it was that stupid. If you haven't seen that live stream, that's that stupid lady that threw poop at the lady's window. I think you were in the live stream. That same dog, stupid dog, that same lady, she's the one that threw poop at their window. And I know the bark too. It's a stupid, annoying bark. I don't know why I'm burning right here. Like, what the heck? And all day too, it's been hot in my facility, and I've been like overheating, and I've been hot, and I'm like, just please, stay away from me. I've been trying to do stuff, and then before lunch, he's all like, so hold on, give me a second. I had to mute up for a second. But before he went to lunch, which I didn't know he was going to lunch, he had said, so how are you doing on your cells? How am I doing on my cells? How am I doing on my cells? I'm not even thinking about my cells. Why would I be thinking about my cells for? Gosh, when I tell you he was into cells, he's into freaking cells. And I said, I don't know. I probably saw like 3-4 customers or so. I mean, it's been slow when he's like, huh? And then he jumps back. Oh yeah, well, you have been working on a truck. Is this guy serious? Is that all he's thinking about, is working on cells? Because when I come to work, guys, and that's what I said, I'm done with customer service. I like to work. I like to work. I don't like to customer service and work on sales. Like, I don't like that meet that standard, meet that quota. I don't. It's not my thing. People think it's challenging, and there's that word too, where it's like, I'm nowhere near competitive. And I said this in my live stream a while back, that I didn't get the gig because I'm not competitive. I'm not competitive. We either work as a team, and that's it. That's all my motto is, just to come to work. I guess, again, I guess automotive is not for me, because automotive is teaching me that it's all about the freaking sales and not about the passion anymore. And I'm sick and tired of it. This is not cool. It is not cool. I come to work to work. That's it. I'm not coming to work and saying, oh, okay, today I need to make like $5,000. Oh, let's see who I can pinch out of $5,000. No. I come to work to clock in to work, not to think about the sales and how much I need to do per customer. Guys, oh, So 35 minutes. Man, okay, I just have one of my showroom lights on. So I'm over here like, yeah, that's another red flag. I don't know how many red flags I had. I don't. I didn't know he was on lunch, and I had to take my lunch at 3 to 4 because I asked him too, guys. I asked him too. I said, "You're not gonna overwork us, right?" And he's like, "What do you mean by that?" I said, I work 12-hour shifts to 11-hour shifts, and then of course I would have 3 days off and stuff. But they just try to squeeze all that shifts into one. He's like, "No, no, no. You'll have 8-hour shifts. I mean, why would you have 12-hour shifts?" I said, "Because that's how we roll here. We have 12-hour shifts or 11-hour shifts. 11 to 10 to 10, 7 to 7, and it's like," he's like, "No, no, no. I want you to have rest." And I said, "That's another thing too. Like, we work so much and so hard that I feel like we're not gonna get any dedication to working hard after, just closing. Sometimes we have 10 to 10 shifts, so we 10 o'clock a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. and then all of a sudden we got to wake up at 7 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and it keeps going, and it's just so harsh on the body. Like, it is really harsh on the body. I'm still luckily that I can still do my live streams because I'm that type of person. Even though I'm tired and stuff, I'm still gonna have relaxation time. I'm still gonna drink my drink and have relaxation time. But still, guys, no, 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 no. He said, "Yeah, I'll meet that, and I'll have you relaxation time. That if you close in, you won't have to open. You'll probably be mid shift or whatever." I said, "Okay, well let's see how that rolls because the last manager couldn't." Fill my cup. I'm talking about my whole entire day too. I'm talking about my whole entire day with this guy. A whole entire day. Let me go empty my cup. So throughout the day, yeah, we had a couple of my coworkers. I asked them, I said, "So how do you feel about this situation?" And he's all like, people, well, all of them are like, "I don't know about this guy." I've been trying to, tune in to how these people think about this guy. Most of them said that I'm either transferring or I'm quitting. I'm putting my 2 weeks notice. And most of them said that. And I said, "Y'all will fall for that." And this is before this happened and how he pissed me off. I said, "Y'all guys, I mean, in general too, this is how it goes. Every facility I went to, they get a new manager. The new manager comes in, raises the flag, and then they tell people that you want this and this and this and that. They try their hardest to make you quit, and then the people will fall for that. The people that were there, they'll fall for that just because they want a new system. They want new people to follow by the directions. Because when you go into a facility, everybody's going to follow the old directions and be like, "This is how it was, this is how it is." And then, we'll get into that. We'll get into it later. So then, I go to lunch. I told the other guy, I said I was going to go to lunch, but I guess he's on lunch. He said, "Go ahead and go on lunch," because of the fact that I thought he was closing and he thought he was closing. I was like, "I'm going to go ahead and go to lunch," because literally I was hungry. I was starving. Like, I was sweating. I was sweating like crazy because I don't know what happened to our AC at my facility, but we weren't having good AC. AC unit. I don't know what's going on. So I went to go eat, and I tried my hardest to function. And he was in a commercial area like half the time, running commercial area, and I was like, I don't know why you're over there. You should be over here running this area. Don't know why, but he was. And obviously, he wanted the cells to be equal in the commercial area and in our area. And he is into sales, guys. He is into sales. And I'm not into sales, guys. I am not into sales. The company gets that. We don't. People say, well, the sales is how you get your hours. That should not be the case. You hired workers to work for you. You pay them regardless if you don't have any sales. It's a rainy day. You might get 1,000 to 1,000 out of the freaking day. Oh, next day, well, we have to cut you because we didn't make that much yesterday. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Give me a second. All right. Okay, I got both showroom lights on. But I am personally, I talked to my coworkers, and I asked them. I said, how do you feel about the situation? And they all say the same thing. Like, I'm not going through with this. And there was one guy that came in, and I knew he was good. I didn't know. I thought he was going to quit on the spot. Like, I could say I'm just like, I quit, and like, just that. And he said he wants to move out. He's going to put his 2 weeks notice, and another guy put his 2 weeks notice. And I said, that's the way it goes, guys. That's the way it goes. When a new manager comes in the system, the new manager tries to temper with you. I mean, temper with you. Because he don't want it that way. He wants it this way. Or she doesn't want it that way. She wants it this way. And again, I'm glad that it wasn't a female, because I would have been, we'd be fighting. Just like I was fighting with my old store manager in the beginning. And it took us some time to come for that. So here is the story you've been waiting for. Here's the story you've been waiting for. So I'm helping customers out, having a jolly good time, just trying to be me and trying to do my own thing, because I'm going to get off in about 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. This guy. So I'm talking to my coworker. We're having a jolly good time, because I feel comfortable with this coworker, and I like working with him. And I'm pretty sure later in the future he's not going to be there, and I have to work alone. So this guy comes, the new store manager comes to us. He says, come here. And I'm like, that's not the way. Again, that's not the way to address people, because you're like, come here. When you say come here, this comes off as a bad like rap. Or I want to talk to you. It comes off of a bad rap. So I'm like, who, you want to talk to me or want to talk to him? And he says, both of y'all. So we go to him, and then he's all like, tells us about the cells again. Cells. Tells us about the cells. And I'm tuning in, I'm tuning in because, again, really nobody has told us about these sales that we need to sell this, per customer. I didn't even know, guys. I swear to God, I didn't even know about this. Okay, I have one showroom light on. I did not know about this. And this is easy. This is an easy one. Like I say, this is an easy one. But I still didn't know anything about this. So he was telling us that about $35, $40 per customer. I was like, hold on. I'm over here dropping over here. Hold on. We supposed to make per customer? Wait a second. When did this happen, and how come I wasn't aware of this? It's the way I was consuming it, because I didn't know we had to make per customer. I was like, this now this feels back at my shop where we had to make $500 per customer. We had to chew out someone for $500, no less than $300 per customer. And yes, this is an easy one, because chewing out $500 versus $35 to $45 customer, that may seem easy. At the same time, why? Why? The way they think about the math is like, okay, if you have this many customers, you'll get X amount of dollars, and put it to X amount of dollars. So if you would have sold at least $35 worth of stuff, you could have made the sales today. And you know what that puts me into? A drop dead moment. Because I'm like, since when have I not know this? And I've been working for this company for 7 months, or 8 years. 8 months. When was anybody going to tell me that I'm supposed to pull in $34 per customer? Because not even the hub that I was going to told me this. We didn't worry about that. I didn't worry about sales like that. Each person needs to pull in this. No. Absolutely not. Now you're telling me that I have to do this and to meet the sales quota of the day, to reach the sales, this is what I need to pull out per customer? I'm in a freaking parts store. I was at a mechanics. I work for a shop. It was the same and it's the same over here at a parts store. No. I can't. I cannot. I can't. I want to work to clock in and help the customers, guys. That's all I want to do. I'm not into customer service, but I'll sure enough just, get what they want. Whatever they want, I can get them. If we don't have it, that's totally fine. And the thing is, too, also, guys, I saw this guy was a non-walker. A non-walker. A non-walker means that he or she does not let the customer walk off out of the doors. Never let a customer walk out the doors. And you know what I say to that? F that. F that, guys. Uh-uh. So, on my last facility that I was at the shop. By the way, guys, I have one showroom light on and the pedal lights. The last facility I was with, I had a coworker named William. Let's just say William W. We worked together for a while, and we were cool beans. However, if I didn't sell the tires, and I told them that, and the tires were too expensive for them, and I try to offer them a cheaper tire on a cheaper budget, they still say no. And I offer them the credit card, they still say no. They leave. This guy, William W., would chase after the customer, literally run. Hey, I'm William W. I could get you a good deal. I could get you a deal on these tires. How much you need them? You need them? I don't have that much. How much you're trying to get? How much you're trying to get it from them? And he'll bring the customer back inside, make them a deal just to get the sell. And you know what I said to that? I said, F this. I'm not that person. This guy had a high score of giving discounts, by the way. High score. Because he wasn't going to let money walk out the door. A potential customer walk out the door. And I'm all like, the customer has the freedom to go somewhere else. That is my brain. My brain is, I'm not obligating anyone to stay in my facility. If they feel like our prices are too high or whatnot, I don't make the prices. I don't make the prices. That is what I feel. And to give them a discount, no. Just because I want their service, just because I want a cool rating on Google, I'm not going to give that to them. So then, he was that type. He's that type. He's not going to let a customer walk. And as soon as I found that out too, I stayed at the front door more than often, because I low-key was trying to use self-checkout as much as I can by being in the front, because he can't see, because he's all the way towards the end. So he can't see me using the self-checkout if they're not paying cash. If they're paying cash, I have to use my own self, and I have to put myself in the line for my customer quote count. Guys, we got more coming too, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna go empty my cup real quick. Okay, come back. Let me check my battery life on my phone, because I didn't even know it was going to be here this long. I'm at 40%. That's fine. And I didn't even know I was gonna drink either like this. So then we were talking about the cells, and again, this is something new to my ears. I didn't know. I really, truly, honestly didn't know. So then I referenced a person's name that makes. He's like, well, we only got $300 or $400 to sell. Then we'll make budget. I said, oh well, George is there. George is here, and he can make the sales. George is not who you are. You're a manager. So quick to think. So quick to think, guys. I literally said, this is not the guy's name. I'm just making up some names. And you guys, I just have my pedal lights on. I said, oh, well, thank goodness George is here. He can do that. George, no. You're the manager, and you should be able to do this. You see what motive I'm going for? You see where I'm going for? He doesn't want nothing to do with the other people. He's like, well, you're the manager. You should be able to do this. You should be able to conquer this. Are you demoting our regular people against the managers? Is that what you're doing? Because that's what it feels like. So then, guys, let me take a deep breath. Let me get some gulps. Let me get some gulps in here. Here, have some. Have some, guys. This is my cup. We're gonna raise it. Have some glory in this cup, and we're gonna tell you what you've been waiting for. He tells me this. I was having the conversation with him, and he said this. I said, well, I didn't know we haven't done that. We didn't do that back then. Or I don't remember, that being like that. He says, and I can't even because I feel like I'm gonna freaking explode, bro. I feel like I'm gonna freaking explode out of anger. He says, that's how you did in the past. We can't change the past. You can just do what we're doing here in the future, or what we're doing right now. And then I'm all like, literally drop dead. Because if y'all don't know me by now, guys, season 1, years before this mother came in my life, y'all know me. And I know people that know me. I'm a past person. Your past makes you, guys. Your past makes you for who you are today. Without your past, you would not see a future. He says, oh, well, how can you get rid of your past? There's no way you can go back to the past. Is there a way you can go back to the past and change it? I said, no, there's no way to go back to the past. Okay, then you should stop thinking about that. You should stop thinking about the past because the past is the past. I said, oh, Lord. Not one of those, are you? And then he's like, well, you just start putting your mindset so much better and you'll get somewhere. And I said, the way I see it is the past makes you. The past freaking makes you for who you are as to today. And still he's all like, I want you to settle that. I said, no, I'm not going to settle that. Because you're telling me to forget what I've learned in the past and begin a new future with him. No, absolutely freaking not. That he said that pissed me the off, bro. No, we don't do that here and BM Worlds anywhere around me, guys. I don't do that. I'm so sorry. He had my attention until that freaking moment, guys. He had my attention until that freaking moment. No, absolutely not. I argued with him right there. That was our first argument. And I said, no, 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 no. You can't be like that person. Well, forget what you learned before. Because now I'm going to say, oh, I forgot what I learned before because obviously you're teaching us a new way. That is going to be my reaction from now on. Well, how were you doing it before? Well, isn't that the past? So I'm not going to tell you how I did that in the past because that's the past, right? It's going to be just like that, guys. Nope. You're not getting away with this. He thinks he can say the past is the past, but the past is what we've been doing, is what he's trying to succeed to be the future. And I say that everything we learned, and I said this too, back the first times that I have met my old manager, that's how y'all run over there at the hub. That's how you run over there at the hub. This is how we run now. Stop, thinking about how they ran and we run differently. No. As a manager, guys, no. You're going to consume what the other person has learned and put it into a puzzle and figure it out. You're not going to say, well, just leave that behind because that's the past. I'm here and I'm the future and this is what we're going to do. And you bet your ass, guys, you bet your ass I'm going to go HR and tell them how offensive that is to me. And it's going to be stupid. It's going to be so stupid. I'm going to go to the HR and this is what I'm going to say. Let me drink. And I'll make a live stream after this too. After that. I'm going to say to HR, I said, well, he said something offensive to me. You may laugh at me for thinking this way, but he said something. And then he's going to be like, well, what did he say? I said, this is what I'm going to tell you right now, and you may, again, think of it as a joke, but this is not a joke for me. This is very serious. This is bugging me mentally and my mental health. Again, put your mental health there. So he said these things. And then maybe I'll tear up for a little bit. Maybe I won't. So, okay, well. So he said some harsh things to me that I feel like was very not supposed to be said in a work environment. And then he's gonna want to pay attention. He's like, okay, well, tell me. You know, I have your back. Tell me what he said. He told me that the past is the past. That you can't live the past. You can you can grow and you can live right now because you can't change the past. And I take that offensive because the past is you. The past is what made you you as of today. I took it very personal because of my mental health issues, I guess. I'm not sure. But that's very personal to me because past made me who I was. Even though he's talking about work ethics, it still made me to who I was as of today. Without the past, I would not even be here. I wouldn't even be this person that I am right now. And man, guys, again, that's mostly what I'll probably be telling HR. Even though, as I know throughout the history, HR does not listen to you. HR does not care about you. HR can give F's about you. But that is what he said to piss me off, guys. That is what he said to piss me off. I can't believe it. No. He was okay on my side. And after that, everybody's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm quit. I said, after he said that, I've been trying to look for a job for years. All right. Not years. Well, yeah, years. And he did mention in the beginning that when I was talking about Spanish people, was, oh man, I guess this position is not for you. I said, oh, I guess you're deciding what position is for me. I said, what? Because of speaking Spanish? Was he intimidating to say, was this position for me? Does he want me to rethink my career? Is that what he's saying? Because if I rethink my career, I'll be like, bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. I'll find a replacement. I'll find a replacement much better. I said, yeah, you'll find a replacement much better than me. Somebody that bow down to you, says, yes, 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 queen. Yes, queen. We love you and you give us money and stuff. Yes, queen. I'm not a bow down person, and I certainly am not going to be a bow down person. I was all ears for him until he said that. That's nothing in my books. I had a toxic old old boss, did the same and he would tell me, you be my right hand man. And I'm no one's right hand man, guys. I'm mutually independent. I don't want nothing to do with these people anymore. And it's like, and if he tells me that again, I'll say, yeah, I want to be a stalker, and that's it. I want to stock shelves, and that's it. So, okay, let's see if I can find some position for you. So the next time he says that, guys, to me, he says, you think this position is for you? Absolutely not. This position is not for me anymore because of you. And now I want to move on, and I want to be like a stalker or something. I want to stock shelves. Do they have a job for that? Job title for that? Can you look into that for me, please? Because obviously, in your eyes, I'm not that good, and you gotta find somebody gooder and better than me. So might as well just keep it coming. You have another job opening for me? Because maybe, just like you said, customer service is not for me. And that's how I may get my lead to getting out of customer service. Because I said this in my past live stream, I don't want to be in customer service anymore. I don't. I'm sick and tired of customer service. So as time goes on, he's going to see that I'm good with customers. I am good with customers. because I play around with them, joke with them, and laugh with them, and make them feel happy. I'm okay with customers, but the fact that I have to satisfy and for their needs, no. I'm satisfying for my needs. That's all I'm doing is satisfying for my needs. Guys, a lot was said. Just the whole. I've been here an hour and 10 minutes. That's crazy talk. But guys, there's gonna be tomorrow. I have a 12-hour shift in the morning. I have to work from 7 to 7, and I gotta work with this guy. There's probably gonna be many live streams, but I want to make it for 4 more months, guys. I want to make it a year, guys, at this job. If he tells me that again, I'm gonna tell him that I want to go back to my help. I want to go back to the people that actually I'm just so pissed off, bro. So freaking pissed off, bro. It pisses me off, bro. I'm just boiling up inside, I just. Why does I need to make a separate live stream, but I'm not gonna make it today. But this is gonna be a topic for another day. Why does management feel the need to overtop you and challenge why you're there today? Why? 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 And that's one thing I hate about it. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. Every management system is like this. They want to challenge you. Well, why are you here today? Why are you here today? It's like, duh, I gotta pay bills. Duh. And I said this in my third season, guys. And why they have to challenge you on you being there to work. I don't know why it's like that. I don't. And I would never. I can't, guys. I can't. I'm just so freaking pissed. I'm so freaking pissed, guys. Everybody's gonna leave me too. At my job, everybody wants to transfer out. Everybody's like, I don't want to be here. And I don't know, bro. It was fun in the beginning, but I tried my hardest to keep my old store manager, but I kept seeing a dead potential. And this guy kept rubbing off like, we're doing good on sales, we're doing good on this, and doing good on that. I don't know, guys. But that's something that pissed me off so much that it's just, it's, I can't. Because my personality kicks in. But yeah, guys, my new store manager said something that pissed me off. And if you were here for like about 15 minutes past, well, present, you would know what he did. Freaking pissed me off. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.